Disclaimer. The videos are purely for educational purposes. The intention is to guide the students to fare well in their term examinations of their professional courses. I will not be contacting any of the subscribers or followers with messages regarding private tutoring or any money transactions. If anybody does message you, please report them and block them immediately. Professor K.M channel will not be responsible for the actions by the imposters with the same name.
Welcome to my channel. I am Professor K.M. Mahadevappa, faculty for Master Degree in Business Administration in Indira Gandhi National Open University. Today, I have chosen one of the questions appeared in the assignment for third semester course Human Resource Development and answering that. The requirement of the number of words for each of the questions will be around 600 to 650 words, which can be written by a student in 30 to 35 minutes, that is at his disposal, against determined examination time of 180 minutes. Taking that as an example, I have made a reply to one of the questions to compile, and I have compiled around 650 words. The students are requested to see that they repeatedly go through the answer and try to memorize by writing and appear correspondingly in the ensuing examinations. The question that I have chosen is differentiate between coaching and mentoring. Briefly explain the coaching process. The answer is both coaching and mentoring have the same goal to assist others in growing, developing, and realizing their full potential. Individuals can take responsibility for their own personal and professional growth using either method. When addressing people development, the two are usually jumbled together, making it appear like an either or situation for businesses. However, there are certain key differences in coaching and mentoring, and it is vital to think of them as different entities and understand how they complement each other. In this blog, we will discuss the difference between mentorship and coaching. Coaching and mentoring. Various employee development procedures are developed in a business in order to improve employee performance. Coaching and mentoring are two examples of such programs. In coaching and mentoring, coaching on one hand is a practice of teaching and monitoring someone in order to improve their performance. In coaching and mentoring, mentoring is a counseling procedure that is used to guide and encourage a person's career growth. The differences are being given in the tabular form as given below, where the basis has been taken on the left-hand side and the description of the key elements of coaching and mentoring have been written down here. So basis for comparison is definition. The coaching definition is coaching is a method in which an individual is supervised by a superior person to improve his competencies and capabilities. Whereas the definition of mentoring is it is an advisory process in which a fresher gets support and guidance from a senior person. As far as orientation is concerned, in the coaching, it is a task where he is supposed to perform. And as far as mentoring is concerned, it is a personal relationship between the person and the mentor. The period with respect to the coaching would be short term, and of the mentoring will be long term. As far as the title for their representation is concerned, professional coaching is to coach and mentoring is to mentor. Specializes in a coach who imparts coaching has expertise in the concerned field. A mentor is a person having good knowledge and experience. Type of relationship, formal. Formal means everything goes in writing, black and white. And informal means it is on a personal relationship, with interpersonal relationship between the mentor and the employee. And the objective of both the coaching and mentor is given here. It is to analyze the performance of the subordinates and improve them as far as the coaching is concerned. And as far as mentoring is concerned, it is to help an employee to attain psychological maturity and effectiveness. So this is how the informal relationship comes to the picture, and he will be able to find out the behavioral pattern and attitudinal changes in the employee while he is interacting with, and try to support in such a way that he conforms to a required behavior and attitude while keep doing his jobs while he is at work. Let us just see what is a coach. While there are many various forms of coaching and career coaches, at the end of the day, a coach is someone who can assist you in certain areas of personal or professional growth. They may help you discover and prioritize areas for development, break down your long-term goal into smaller objectives, and shape and grow your mindset. Career coaches can help you get a better understanding of yourself, develop your attitude, and prepare you for future difficulties and scenarios. Key elements of a coaching is it is a short-term. Coaching relationships are more short-term than mentoring relationships because they are more organized and goal-oriented. Someone may seek the assistance of a coach to help them acquire a certain talent or overcome a limiting mindset. It is possible that the coaching will come to an end after the skill or goal has been achieved. The training and upskilling. Coaching, instead of advising and directing, focuses on training and upskilling in order to help you create a winning attitude. Your coach can assist you in increasing your self-awareness by identifying areas for growth and questioning assumptions that may be holding you back from achieving your objectives. Coach drives the session. Unlike in a mentoring relationship, a coach is more likely than the client to lead the sessions. While the client will naturally have input and will be taking responsibility for their own growth by participating in coaching, they will not be expected to manage the sessions. Here we should have to see how, depending on the teaching approach, this may vary. The skills required for coaching. You may perhaps know that in cricket, you have coaches, the people are there who are appointed as coaching persons to impart these sorts of things to the upcoming cricketers. Now, these are all the skills that are required to be there. Equality. Coach and coachee share mutual understanding and respect, which is crucial to building a relationship of equals. Maximize potential. Coaches aim to maximize potential skills and resources of the mentee. Intuitiveness. Coaches like mentors are required to be highly intuitive and must have the ability to recognize strengths and challenges their coachee. Problem solving skills. Coaches tackle problems in an effective and systematic manner and to train their mentees too. Analytical skills. The ability to raise awareness and responsibility both with the individual being coached, overall office and organizational environmental level. Practical skills. Mentors should possess and imbibe practical skills to convert discussions into actions. This is how the things could perhaps be, and all the best. Thank you very much.